Good night. It's the night of the 10th of June 2026, and it's dull and overcast and cold but not wet in rural Ireland. Now, I made a note of some of the comments there, but one of the things is I made a video today on making curtain rings for tiebacks for curtains, and the comment coming from Derby and others is that it's crazy doing that. What Derby says is you can buy them for a few euros. Well, I challenge him to find one. Many of my vintage videos and workshop practice are about making things that can't be got. So you have a set of curtains which are perfect, lovely curtains. This is the design on this particular curtain a person has, and this is the ring, and there's no ring here, it's gone. It can't be got. Can't be found in where the curtain is. So what Derby says is that you can go and buy these. And that is a lie. Just being smart-arsed. That's all that is. Now, the others then come along and say, oh, Val's a loose cannon with what he's making and everything else. I make my parts. You cannot buy matching tiebacks, pelmets, or anything else. Being able to make them is handy. Now, if you can get them, you go see where you'll get them. They're D-shaped. Now, that doesn't mean that people who can't make them are in trouble, but they may be. You go to any landfill site and you'll see what's been thrown out. The best of good equipment. All it needs is a little tweaking. I have a microwave oven here, 34 years old, and it broke the first month I had it, and I fixed it, and it's going yet. So I'm a great believer in protecting the environment by making equipment last quite long. So what Derby says is buy one for a few euros. You won't get them. You will get the hooks, funny enough, in Woodies, but they're not in Woodies otherwise. So then another one there, Val is crazy in his ways. For making a thing that leaves the thing functional. I'm making parts for tractors and equipment all the time. Now that doesn't mean that everyone should do this. But I could make that simply with a blow lamp. A MAPS torch will do that. You don't need a cylinder of gas. You don't need oxygen or anything. Max torches. I have silver soldering. For silver soldering, you don't need extreme heat. 30 and 40 years ago, I repaired things using silver solder, and they're still working. So you don't need it. All you need is a block to keep the heat. You'll get that easy. A fire brick, a little flux, a little bit of silver solder. You'd be talking about 20 euros for the whole thing, but you'd need the blow lamp, of course. So this is all the ignorance of people coming through. So anyway, that's the story. Now the other thing is, I've been watching GB News there this evening a bit, and it's all on about the situation in Belfast. And I'm reading some of the comments here about the region where it took place. Now I have to admit I didn't have the full details. It takes a wee bit of research. The attempted beheading was in Belfast. There's consternation in the left-wing media that somebody showed a video. In other words, somebody showed the truth of what happened, which is shocking, and the reaction of the left-wing state, including Hilary Benn, he's the son of late Tony Benn, is the need to bring in laws to stop you showing it. Well, good luck with that. In other words, shoot the messenger. They don't want this shown. Now, the thing is, the man who saved him was coming from a hurling match, and his name is Matthew Mag Tigheran Tiernan. I think it's Tiernan. Now I'm open to correction. Matthew McTiernan. He has his name in Gaelic, and he was coming from a hurling match in West Belfast. So I can now tell you they had happened in Kinnard Street. Now I'll spell it for you because they're whinging. Oh, Val doesn't know where he is in Belfast. No, I don't know where he is. He doesn't know. Kinnard, Kinnard Avenue, which is in North Belfast. It's North Belfast. That's all I can tell you. Now, there were riots in the Ligoneel Road area, which is West Belfast. But there was also riots in Lendrick Street in East Belfast, Lendrick, which is not far from the Newton Arts Road. So it's been in all areas of Belfast, and it's bad tonight. Now, some of the things that happened are terrible. Some people have had their homes burnt down, and they're not migrants or anything else. And there's cars there burning up against the walls of houses, and you think that throw a hook and try and pull them out. That will damage the bricks and damage the concrete and damage the mortar. God help them. But then there's a big attempt in the media and in the left-wing media to blame the people. Blame the people. So that's what I can tell you. I believe I'm justified in what I say, and there's nothing inaccurate about anything I said. Now, there was a chap on there. He said he was from Ardoyne, and to my notion and my geographic area, that would tend to be a nationalist type of area. And there's a peace line there. But he said that last night, I think it was, I'm not sure the exact time, he and a group of others who were out protesting about this went down to wherever the hole in the wall is between the two communities, and they met with the loyalist communities. And they had a good chat about what's going on, and both sides are absolutely disgusted at the migrants. They're saying this is caused by the migrants, by letting in that fella. And it's an inevitable consequences where you can't control everybody. So you could have 500 people out protesting. It only takes one or two loose cannons. And they're the real loose cannons. I'm not a loose cannon. These idiots that are comment are loose cannons. Now, may I say that user there says his comments are being deleted. I don't know what to do about that. If you could post them again or something, maybe post them here. I don't know why that is not me anyway. That's the thing. I haven't deleted anything. But the point he makes is they did meet down there. So it's bringing communities together. No, neither side wants this. You have a situation where it took hundreds of years and the last few decades to bring about the end to the violence, to people being shot in the kneecaps, people being shot in the head, murder gangs. And just when they're getting a wee bit of peace and a wee bit of peace coming, they land in the whole population of Sudan and elsewhere. Now that rascal, Michelle O'Neill, Sinn Fein, I mean, the hard fact is people in Ardoyne do vote Sinn Fein. And I can see why. I have no grievance to them voting Sinn Féin on the traditional situation that existed. But that has all changed. People, they should see now. Michelle O'Neill, we need diversity. I saw her on it. Equity, diversity. She was ripping about diversity. And then somebody asked her, what about the poor man with sword? I don't condone that. I wish to offer my sympathies. So that's all false. That's all false. Sinn Féin are a mass migration party. Declan Kearney is the man in Belfast. And he should be told in no uncertain terms where to get off. And Sinn Féin need to be pulled out. Because whatever hope we have here in the south with Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael, they might try to stop this disaster that's happening in our country. But even in the north, the unionists are against this, and most nationalists. The problem is, if we can't fix it, and stop it, it'll be too late. They'll ruin the country. We'll be Somalia and the Sudan. What the hell do we owe them? If it's a brutal country, go over and fix it. Having a big carbon tax for climate change victims. Where are the climate change victims? Is the Sudan and all the rascality that goes on marrying girls at 10 years of age so old fellas can have sex with them? Isn't that the reality? Some of them have a religion where you put your head under the cow and she pisses on you. Supposed to be good for you. Surely the carbon tax money could go over to stopping that ignorance and helping give them some bit of education. No, bring them all here. Bring them all here, and in the process, you bring this fella that was in here, and all that's in his head is cutting off heads. You had 2 gay people, their heads cut off in Sligo. And then they want Sharia law and the Muslims in. And the Muslims back this carry on fully. ISIS was the authors of the first beheadings. They put poor fellows on the ground and left them for 3 or 4 weeks and then eventually cut off their head. And that's all Michelle O'Neill wants. That's all Mary in the Lou McDonald wants. That's all Jerry Adams wants. You can take it or leave it. If you don't like it, hump off with yourself. I don't want you on my channel. Because you're as big a hooers as the crowd that's doing it. Our Northern Ireland is on fire tonight. God help them when they should be enjoying a wee bit of summer. That's what wokeism does. And that's what socialism does. Our President Higgins went raving when Castro died. He nearly lost his life. Jerry Adams said he admired him greatly. And again, it was on GB News tonight, the man whose son got 2 years imprisonment for rolling a wheelie bin at police, got 2 years, and he was an army veteran, and he said never again he'll try and stop anyone joining the army. Let these hooers go and fight for themselves. Let them go out and fight Russia. Let those wokes that's even on here running after me, yous go and fight Russia. I'll give you a tin of USA assorted biscuits when you're at the airport going out. For the first 10 of you to go. Tin of USA assorted biscuits. That's some offer. This is a sad and a serious situation. It is too bad, but it's inevitable. I've been campaigning against this unvetted and unmasked migration by the EU and others for years, and the deaths are mounting up. Unfortunately, it's not the hooers that's doing it. It's not the Sinn Feiners that are losing eyes and ears. It's decent people. The poor man was a radiographer. Maybe someday the tide will turn and them villains will be the recipients of it. That's my feeling on it. Disgusting to bring in the population of the jungle and land them into an area, and they're doing it all the time. And Starmer is still the British Prime Minister. We'll see you back soon. Comment underneath. I apologise to no one. I am not. What big word did this other idiot use? Fox. They can't talk English either. You don't like me vintage? Hump off. I'm talking to people every day of the week who say that's very interesting, and even some ask my guidance on how to do it. I have 750 subscribers, and they want me to stop doing my vintage because, I don't know anything about that now. I wouldn't know much about that. Well, then hump off. Go on and try and buy it. Good luck. Bye-bye. Comment underneath.